And the ball gets swatted back towards as the Power will work it up onto the right side, back to the top. There's a long shot, and the three is good. That one there came out of the hands of Shakir Locke. And Port City first on the board. We'll dish it over onto the near side for Ankra. Long shot, and that one will fall for another three for the Power. Dossie with a three, and that one goes off the rim, and the rebound's controlled there by the Power. Jack Fury Miller with a three. At a picnic, he had so much time all by himself, but that was just out of his reach. As the Tide will drive it to the net, and then a couple of attempts there. Ankra now with it. Ankra dishes it down low. Otley Jr. off the glass, and that one in. It'll be Tide ball. I guess it was deflected there by the Power. Here's Dossie. Dossie down low, and a nice little tip in there. There's Anthony Otley Jr. trying to drive the lane. He turns it over and back the other way now. Here's Locke. Played to the middle for Ankra. Ankra going to drive the lane. He'll dish it off. There's a three attempt. Jack McIntyre checking into the game for Port City. Shakir Locke coming out. Here's Fury Miller with the hook shot, and he's able to get the hoop. There's Towns the second. Down low, Craig off the backboard and in. Up the foul for the Power. There's Craig. Craig with a long two, and third team foul for the Tide. Back the other way now. Well, give and go. That one's laid in up off the glass. The other way, Ankra trying to get around Craig, and Craig basically putting up his arms, forcing Ankra to try to go up over the big man with that last shot. And there's a jumper from just inside the 8-point lead now for the Power. Towns the second. And we're back inside the G. Forbes Elliott Athletic Center here at campus of the University of St. John, New Brunswick, as the Tide work their way in, and right away finding the bottom of the bucket. Long three attempt over on the far side, and that will go off the backboard. Tide will get the offensive rebound, and then it'll be laid in off the rim, and the Tide will head back the other way once again. Towns the second. Towns driving it around. Shakir Locke will dish it off. There's a long three attempt. That'll go off the rim and find the bottom of the net. Jordan Robinson with that three. Robinson with the steal. He heads back the other way, dishes it off. Robinson will finish off. Long three attempt. No good, but Demagus gets stripped of the ball. And a nice play there. Locke with a three attempt, and that one goes off the rim, and it'll come down into the hands of the Tide. Here's Dossie back the other way. Dossie drives the lane. He'll lay it in one hand. Here's Ankra now for Port City. Ankra driving to the net. Goes left hand, tried to lay it in right hand, and the Tide are right back the other way. Here's Robinson. He'll lay that one in off the glass here in the opening half. Ankra down low for Otley Jr. Swings it out for Jack Fury Miller. Miller steps back for the three, and it's good. Pretty sure Ankra's been perfect from the free throw line so far here this evening. As Fury Miller steals, here's Ankra. He'll lay it in off the glass. Right at the Ankra trying to direct some traffic. Tried to send it down low for Otley Jr., and that was broken up. Here's Dossie now. He'll dish it off. There's a three attempt out of the hands of Here's Dossie over on the far side of the court, right in front of his bench now. Dossie sends the three, and it's good. Actually, they are going to say it went off the foot of the Tri-City Tide. As there's a three from Jack. There's Towns now for Tri-City. For Jabari Craig. Back for Towns, and almost slipped through his fingers, but he regained control. Towns with the alley-oop for Jabari Craig. Nice two-hander on a couple of alley-oops. Here's Otley. He'll spin and fire. That one goes way up in the air. Kind of a floater right there. That ball hung up in the air for probably a good 2 or 3 seconds. Towns will throw that one through. 2 points there for the Tide. We're under 5 to go here in the third. Here's Jack Fury Miller. And he'll drain another three. Under 4 to go here in the quarter. Port City with a 1-point lead. As the Tide will swing it out, there's a three attempt from the far side from. Here's Towns. Towns with a three, and that one's good in the quarter. Towns is going to let the clock run out here a little bit. Towns will dish it off over onto the far side. There's a long three attempt that goes off the inside of the. Thomas's fourth foul of the game. Here's Otley Jr. He'll dish it back out. There's a long shot from McLaughlin. Maywin drives. This is it there for Anthony Otley Jr. Otley Jr. dishes it out for McLaughlin for the three from the corner. Broken up. Here's Dossie. Feeds it over to the far side, and a nice alley-oop. And off the rim, and Jack Fury Miller in tough there against Jabari Craig, looking for that rebound. Here's Towns. Dishes it off. There's a long three attempt once again from Maywin, but picked up by the Power, and they'll head back the other way. Here's Ankra driving the lane. He'll lay it up high off the glass. Rebound picked up by McIntyre. Dossie had an awesome look at that three-point attempt. Here's Jack Fury Miller with the jump shot. He'll roll that one in off the three-point lead. Here's Jack Fury Miller for McIntyre. This is an off for Ankra. Ankra, no look back for McIntyre. McIntyre tried to get shot off, blocked by Jabari Craig. Back the other way now. That'll be laid up, but that does not drop. Tied once again on a couple of rebounds, finally. And a bit of the struggle continues. Towns now with it. Feeds it over onto the near side. Jamison trying to drive the baseline. Had it roll out of his hands, and the Tide, however, come up with it once again. Towns will drive the lane, and he'll lay it in off the glass. As Jack Fury Miller, and 20 seconds remaining right now here in the fourth quarter. Port City down by 3. Here's Locke with the spin, and he'll lay that one in. The officials are going to get together here and actually discuss this one out to actually see if there was a foul on that. This is a long discussion because it's either going to be... And they're actually going to say a shot clock violation. Port City's going to try and let this clock run down as far as it can. 5 seconds to go. Damascus has it stripped out of his hands, trying to get the shot off. The buzzer sound, or the whistle blows. And they're actually going to add, and guess what, folks? We are going to head to a 5-minute overtime. Tri-City ball with 11 seconds to go on the shot clock. Here's Dossie for 3. Rebound crowd there by the Tide. Gets it to Dominguez, back for Ankra. Ankra for 3, and that one goes up off the net. Fury Miller up there looking for the rebound. That'll go off a couple of hands. For Port City. Here's Dominguez. Dominguez going to drive the net, try to get the shot off. He got rejected, and it's shot off, but he also got fouled. And Fury Miller is going to go to the line for 3. And so here we go. Here's Dossie working his way up. Dossie going to try to drive the lane. He'll lay it up off the glass, and it's good. There's Ankra. Ankra from half, and it's going to miss. 106. What a dandy of a basketball game here this evening in St. John. The Port City Power sure gave the hometown fans lots to cheer about.